Today, we're going to talk about habits that will make you successful in life. Whether you believe it or not, at this very moment, you have the potential and ability to accomplish extraordinary things in your lifetime. Often, all we need to be successful and act on that potential is to simply know how to get started, remain consistent, and pursue success throughout our entire lifetime. By adopting certain essential habits, you will increase the chances drastically of becoming successful and become unstoppable in achieving whatever you set as your goal. Visualize your success. People who are successful do more than just plan ahead. They also imagine themselves accomplishing their goals. One of the most effective strategies for achieving success is to keep one's attention and motivation on the task at hand and to press on regardless of the circumstances. Make an effort to visualize yourself successfully, accomplishing your goal, while also being aware that you will learn and grow more during the journey toward your goal than you will from obtaining it. If you combine the power of positive thinking with the power of visualization, success will come to you. You may not notice it, but you are constantly making unconscious decisions which piece by piece slowly bring you a bit closer to that goal you are visualizing. People that are successful keep their eyes fixed on their goals and remain motivated to work hard toward achieving them. People who are not successful often dwell on the things they cannot do, cannot attain, or cannot have in their lives. Be positive. Don't lose your focus. Take responsibility for your own accomplishments and success. Be a learner, not a winner. People frequently approach success with an all-or-nothing mentality, believing that you either win or lose. You are either good or bad, right or wrong, smart or stupid. This approach allows for little margin for error and far too much room for failure when things aren't ideal. To overcome perfectionism, you must replace this all-or-nothing mindset with an all or something. Let's look at an example in sports. Who is going to be better? The one that only tries to win and when losing blames everyone except himself? Or the one that sees every event as a learning opportunity, gets better with each mistake, and doesn't blame others when losing? It's quite obvious to see that the second athlete has way higher chances of achieving excellence than the first one. Winning comes more quickly when you shift your focus away from it and instead becoming a sponge, absorbing every experience as knowledge to help you grow as a person. This doesn't mean we don't want to win. It means that when we prioritize winning over learning, we create a massive barrier for ourselves. Learning as much as you can about how to be successful in life leads to bigger wins. Stop looking for a mentor. There is nothing wrong with mentoring. It can actually be very beneficial for building your career. Most people, however, do not want mentorship. They want someone to do all of their work for them. Entrepreneurship and success are all about taking ownership. You talk a big game about wanting freedom, yet when it comes to building your first store, you ask for so much feedback. But what you must recognize is that the wonderful thing about entrepreneurship is that you can build your company in any way you want. If you acquire a mentor to help you make decisions, it's essentially the same as having a manager oversee your work. You start to lose the freedom that you actually desired. If you are always guided on your journey, your victories aren't truly your victories, and your defeats aren't really your losses. If you don't take responsibility for your triumphs and losses, you'll never experience that "wow, I did it" sensation. You also never learn from your mistakes because they were never your mistakes to begin with. You will make stupid decisions, but you will also make good ones. You don't need a mentor to teach you how to succeed, especially if you want to live your life on your own terms. This example is starting your own business, but it can be applied to many other situations. Don't wake up early. If 4 a.m. sounds shockingly early to you, attempting to change your schedule makes little sense because you'll likely end up losing sleep and being less productive as a result. Everyone has a time they feel most productive, so try to find your own and don't waste your time adjusting to someone else's destructive schedule. Besides, most people can't even choose to implement such a schedule into their lives due to circumstances out of their control. What is way more important is to listen to your body. Give it the minimum 7 hours of sleep to feel refreshed the next day. Find a schedule that fits in your life to be able to maintain constant hours. You have to get used to a schedule and stick with it. Another very important point is to not hit the snooze button. Hit it once, you're catching up on lost sleep. Hit it twice, this isn't going anywhere good, and it's probably a hint that you have a job, not a career. Hit it 3 times and it's game over. You hate your job, you hate your boss, and it's time to get the heck out of there. Might as well go back to sleep. If you get into a good rhythm, you shouldn't need to use it anyway. By dozing off first, you get your body used to a wrong schedule, and you get weaker and weaker mentally. If you don't have the mental strength to just get over it and get out of bed when your alarm rings, then that's the first thing that needs to change in order to be successful. Take the risk. No one has ever succeeded without a risk. For some, it's bigger, and for others, it's smaller, but it's never without. The journey from where you are now to where you want to go requires you to venture outside your comfort zone. That implies you'll have to put yourself out there and take risks from time to time. I'm not suggesting you quit your job right now and sell your house, but when you completely assess your circumstances, you may take calculated risks that will ultimately lead to your success. Taking risks can mean taking a night class once a week to prepare for a new career path, or starting a side hustle to see if your business idea would work out. Perhaps you simply need to meet new people and network in order to learn more about that new direction. To move forward, you must eventually take a leap of faith. Just make sure you have the necessary resources and information before taking that step. Be frugal. Frugal is not the same as stingy. Frugality is the practice of being smart with one's money and resources. It is also a habit of being economical. Learning to be wise with your funds begins with avoiding waste, which leads to efficiency. Successful people avoid overspending. Instead, they look for deals and bargains. The simple act of saving more money than they spend results in financial success. Each dollar you don't spend on that Starbucks coffee, you can invest in your next project. And over time, you will see that it does make a difference. It is very important to note that the money you save does not have any value as a number in your bank account. In order to use frugality as a means of success, the saved resources need to be leveraged to get you closer to your goal. There is no single measure of success, and certainly no single answer for how to be successful in life. Yet, by looking at some of the habits of successful people, you can learn new tactics and strategies to implement in your own daily life. Cultivate and nurture these abilities, and over time, you may find that you are better able to reach your goals and achieve the success you want in life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this has helped you in any way.